Welcome and thank you for listening to the Sales Maven Show. I'm your host, Nikki Rausch. I'm your own personal sales maven here to offer you tips and strategies and techniques to master your sales conversation. Today is a sales success story. These are some of my favorite episodes because I get to feature my amazing, brilliant, absolutely stunning clients, and they will share with you ways that they are implementing things into their business and having success with them in the whole hope here that you will get a big takeaway and that you can implement something similar into your business and see results. Let me welcome back to the podcast, Tracey Warren. She has been on the show before, actually two different times. She was featured on episode 42, which was in the way backs. And she was featured on episode 218. Tracey Warren, welcome back to the show, friend.
I always love chatting with you.
I love chatting with you too. Share with everybody what you're really focused on right now. What's the thing going on in your business? Tell us a little bit more.
So I've been doing social media marketing, engagement, building relationships for 15 years. And I've made a shift to working with nonprofits. The story I tell is, have you ever been to a fundraising event and you donate money and then you never hear from them again? That's the problem I would like to solve for people so that their donors become lifelong fans.
Yeah.
You know, the social media is all included in that, but it's always been about building relationships and creating community.
Yeah. I mean, that's really I will say, your superpower is this idea of creating community. You've done it in a couple different iterations over the years, and I love that you're doing it now specifically for nonprofits to help them really figure out because it's such an important piece. You know, it's the know, like, and trust from the sales side, but it's also like when you're giving money to an organization, you want to know that it matters in some way. And when you feel appreciated, you feel more inclined to want to be a good ambassador for that organization out into the world, whether you're going to continue to give or whether you're going to encourage other people to give.
Yeah. What I tend to see is they operate on a roller coaster schedule. So they build momentum,
Mm-hmm.
then they have their big event, and then the momentum stops. And 8 months later, they start all over again. So I want nonprofits to have more impact.
Yeah.
They deserve to have more impact.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think people want to be generous, right? And they just need to know what organization is out there that lights their fire that they feel passionate about and that they can continue to contribute. And there is something about building a long-term. I have one organization that I give to very regularly, almost monthly, pretty consistently for the last few years. And I will say I feel very seen by them. And not like in an annoying way or like in a way where they regularly send me thank you letters. They regularly send emails. Like I hear from this organization and updates about what's going on, and that feels good.
Oh, crucial.
Well, I love that you're doing this work and that you're helping them figure out how to really strengthen their communities and strengthen their connections and bonds so that they can continue to prosper and make the impact in the world that they are intending to make. We're going to jump into your success story. And if you'll share a little bit about what kind of prompted this episode, you had reached out and said, I want to come and share about this. So tell us a little bit about what was going on, what happened, what you did, all the good stuff.
You did have some options for success stories to share, well, I did. But this one specifically, I booked a 15-minute call with you.
Yes, those are called my spotlight coaching sessions for anybody who's wondering.
Thank you. And I'm like, oh, what can we do in 15 minutes? But let's talk about creating a VIP day.
Mm-hmm.
And literally 15 minutes, I'm looking at my notes from that call. We mapped out the whole thing, and if I might add, I haven't used this for my business, but I could absolutely use this with nonprofits who
Mhm.
have staff that can do the work. So I'm already like, wait a minute, do this. Literally, we outlined what it could look like, what the deliverables could be, what to charge for it. Like, if I had had somebody reach out to me and say, do you ever do VIP days? I would have said, yes, here's what it is. Because
Yeah.
we did that on a seemingly super quick call.
I love spotlight coaching sessions, and I love when somebody comes with something really specific that they want work on, because then I can like, okay, let me pull my sleeves up here. Let's get to work. So I love that in 15 minutes that we mapped out your VIP day, we came up with pricing, we came up with deliverables, and now you can transfer this into this new aspect of your business with the nonprofits that want maybe an intense like one-off kind of experience with you, and that you've got this in your back pocket to pull out, because there is something about having offers that like to test and try out a new offer. And I find a lot of times the reason people don't is because they're like, I don't know how to design it. I don't know what I'd price it. I don't know what I would say the deliverables are. Well,
For
get
sure.
get somebody to help you with this, because it's hard to do this stuff sometimes on your own, but it's great to have somebody who's looking at it of like, well, what would the client pay for it? What's the value they're going to get out of it? And then how do you position it when you're talking about it? Done, done, done.
And think about, so part of the reason I never offered this as an offer is that for most people, thinking about social media and their marketing for any length of time, their brains are going to literally explode.
Hmm.
However, if I was working with a team, like a board, an executive director, a number of employees where we have a whole day together and it's a shared brain, that wouldn't nearly be as exhausting. And I think the other thing that would happen, and I bet this happens often in VIP situations, is they're also going to realize they don't have the capacity to do the work and that they need help actually getting the work done.
Yeah, that's a good point for you as far as like another way to have that next step offer for somebody, because it's great to have the VIP day. And if they have the capacity to go and implement, that's amazing. But if they don't know what's possible, as far as like what are things they could implement, and then have the experience of like, do we have the team members to implement? If not, we have Tracey that we can, pick up, utilize here on a retainer in some way, or, have her take this on and complete this particular project from us. Like they don't even know what's possible for them yet. So I love VIP days. I actually love doing them with clients. I know you and I have done VIP days in your in your business many many years ago. In the way back, your business was very different then,
Yeah.
and I just love those experiences of what can happen in that time. And I also like that you're thinking about it from a team perspective, because I think sometimes people think, well, a VIP day is just like for one person. But I have done many VIP days where there have been multiple people involved in attendance. Um, the work doesn't go as fast. I will say that doesn't go as fast,
Sure.
but they still get something out of it that the team is all on board. It does create this like we are all working towards a specific goal, and we're all moving in the same direction versus everybody kind of doing their own thing. So if you've never offered VIP days to, if you're somebody who works with teams and you've never offered something, and you don't have to call it a VIP day, by the way, but it's more
Yeah.
of like an intensive, you might be pleasantly surprised at what the transformation the team feels and the camaraderie that they get out of it, the ideas that are spurred, the open lines of communication that you help facilitate, all of those kind of things. As a matter of fact, I did an intensive this week with the team. There are 4 members on the team, And we got a lot done. We didn't get as much done as if it was just one person, right? Because everybody's
Sure.
voice needs to be heard. And yet, what we did get done, like they're already implementing because I'm already, giving feedback on the things that they've implemented, which feels really good. Like that was just 3 days ago. And they're already like, okay, Nikki, here's here's the offer, here's the thing. Like let's review it and keep going. So momentum.
Okay. And you have to know, I know you can't see this on my face, but my stomach is going flippity floppity right now because here I am sharing my success story and I'm completely reinvigorated by what we created, whatever day that was, right? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. See, like it's a conversation with you. This was not the plan, right? But I'm like, oh, this is amazing.
I love that. I love it. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, obviously I love what I do and I get really excited about watching, my clients implement things and see what's possible. So I want you to be inspired as a result, and I want the listener to be inspired as a result. Tracey,
And
thank you so much for coming on and sharing your success and specifically speaking to the VIP days. And if the only outcome from this time that you and I just spent is you facilitating these and being excited about offering them to your clients, then this episode was worth it. And if anybody else is inspired, then it's just like toppings on the ice cream for me. Like
that's
more
right.
sprinkles, please. More sprinkles.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I'm
So
excited.
I'm glad that I was here.
I'm glad you're here too. Thank you. You've been doing some phenomenal work this month inside the Sales Maven Society. We do every year. uh, I wasn't planning to talk about this, but I want to give you, I really want to give you a shout out. So that's where I'm going with this. Is every year in the month of February, I do member appreciation for my society members, and there's all kinds of things that happen. We come up with a theme, we reward, we call them participants because it's about participating. So you get points for participating. So participant, and you are crushing it this year in your points. And the things that you are really earning your points for is there's a lot of things you're doing, but in particular, this idea of bringing your skill set around building community and making connections and building deep rapport with the other members. And just because I want to give you the shout out, as of today, you are in the number one spot for the most participants earned so far. We still have a week to go in the month, but you are just crushing it. And so thank you for embracing this. Thank you for, I call it pouring love on the other members that you're doing. It's so fun. And also we have another member in the group who's super competitive. So you are giving her a run for her money. You guys are like back at like neck and neck for that first place spot. It's so fun.
I really appreciate you reminding me right now that to me, this is just about how I do business.
Mhm.
But you're reminding me that I'm also building rapport, and I hadn't even considered that.
Oh, it's so lovely. And how many members now know you because they've had these, they've gotten these really sweet messages. Tracy's wearing her custom Sales Maven Society friendship bracelet. Our theme this year is friendship. And so Melissa, our amazing team member for the Sales Maven Society, is creating these really beautiful Sales Maven Society bracelets that once you get over a certain number of points, you get your custom bracelet. So you're just
It's
crushing
everything
it.
I wear, so it's perfect.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I love it. So anyway, I just want to acknowledge your contribution to the Sales Maven Society and your participation this month in particular, and how much I'm so grateful to you, and I'm so grateful to all the members who seem to just have a really good time in the month of February, making the most of things they might do like otherwise, but like really making it count and building rapport with other members.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
It's
rocking.
yes, I'm competitive and it's fun for me.
You're doing great. You're doing great. All right. For you, the listener, I would love to hear what was your big takeaway from today's session. If you want to reach out and share, If you felt inspired around this VIP offer, like go out there and put an offer out there. If you need some help, maybe book a spotlight coaching session with me. We'll hammer out the details for you. And if you're not yet a member of the Sales Maven Society and you want to hang out with really cool people like Tracey, come join us because there's just incredible people in this group. I literally want to pinch myself every day when I see the community that has been built inside that group. So come hang out with us. All right. Thanks for listening. Wishing you continued success. Tracey, thanks for being here. Have a great rest of the day, everybody.